When you came back to Pakistan, it was late 80s.
Yeah, it was 80. I came in the time of martial law, 82.
So at that time, there was no scope of all these things in
That I
Pakistan.
was
So
doing
why
it.
you chose Pakistan to go?
Because Maharaj Kathak was here.
Okay, because if you're
We were learning underground.
Okay.
Alhamra के basement में सीखते थे. And I used to go to his place and learn. Well, I'm still learning.
When was your first performance in Pakistan?
Oh God, I think I performed with him as a student.
Okay.
Because you know what happened was that the German embassy in Islamabad was having performances. The American embassy was having. So we were performing on foreign turf, not on local. Uspe, because banned tha na. You know, the dance was banned from 1977 right up to jab tak Benazir Bhutto nahi aayi. Dance was banned.
You had something to do with that, right?
Music was banned, everything was banned.
But
Other than movies, everything.
But dance, we must not forget that dance was on the edge, because you know dance is the worst sin. Let's be honest, in the sense of the framework of the country, that dancing is considered,
especially female dancing,
especially women dancing, right? Yeah. So women from television were totally banned. Women on stage were totally banned. Dancing was fully banned.
How did you make that happen? How did you bring that change where dance was accepted again on television?
It's very interesting because when Benazir came back and I was in and out of India, and Rana Sheikh was PTV की MD थी, if you remember. And she really was very close to me. So we started working out different performances and stuff like that. And I started, because she was connected to Benazir Bhutto. So then she said to me, come and sit in the meeting. ये diplomats का कुछ women's का होना, perform कर दो. I said, okay. And I was in and out of India. And then I said to her, you know, why don't we put a request to Benazir and tell her to, does she realize there's a ban on television? She goes, yes, you have to get a clearance from the Prime Minister. Then whatever we're doing, why should we just do it on stage? We should do it on television. So she said, let's do that. So I ended up going to Turkmenistan, traveling with Benazir Bhutto, representing Pakistan. Then we went to the Barbican again in 88 ke baad, when she came into her first term and second term. So every time I met her, I would say this: can you take the ban off from television? The dancing. She said, oh yes. She would call her ADC, wo jo nahi hote, you know, look into this, you know, because I kept saying it, you know, allow us to be on television. And eventually, I mean, you know,
that's how it happened.
Which time it happened, I don't know. But then even Rana Sheikh herself, because she became MD, and I was saying this before she even became the PTV MD, because I was traveling with BB. I was traveling to America, we went to LA, and not just me, all the artists were there. But we were very lucky. Then I remember where I really dug my heels in was in Bhutto Saab ki anniversary thi, Larkana mein. And I was asked to create a ballet with 100 dancers and all around Bhutto's life. So I started picking up things like Hum Dekhenge, Habib Jalib, Main Nahi Manta. So I was weaving Bhutto's story through the poetry. And Bibi and Begum Bhutto were there. And when we finished, they called all the cast. Because it was in the cricket ground.
This happened in Ladkana.
Ladkana. And we must have had around 25,000 people in that. And everyone was screaming, Anil Haq, Anil Haq. I started crying because I was so, you know, and it was all about political liberation and, you know.
So basically, आपकी वजह से जितना हम अब टीवी पे अगर कोई डांस देखते हैं, especially अगर कोई औरतें कर रही हों या females कर रही हों, तो it's because of you and we should thank you for it.
Oh no. Thank God. I mean, you know, I think I wasn't thinking of self.
I know.
I actually was thinking of the future.
But why we had so many dual standards? I mean, even in our regime, probably घरों में शादियों पे तो लड़कियां डांस करती थी.
सब कुछ हो रहा था.
Like और I think
मुजरे हो रहे थे.
मुजरे हो रहे होते थे और जो पंजाब club या places like that, Sindh club, they used to have like all kind of parties.
That's our society. We live in a Hippocratic society.
Yeah.
where that's what we are. I mean, people are drinking everywhere, people are
Yeah.
dancing everywhere, but we don't showcase it. We don't put it on TV. In fact, वो तस्वीर खींच लो, बोतलें छुपा लो, ये कर लो. That's
even
और
like-
हमारा मसला यही है. एक मिनट, हमारा जो एज अ सोसाइटी आई फील कि हम जो नहीं ग्रो कर पाए ना, वो इसीलिए नहीं कर पाए बिकॉज हमारे अंदर बहुत सी हिपोक्रेसी है.
Yeah.
हम ऊपर से कुछ बनते हैं, अंदर से कुछ हैं.
कुछ है.
और यहाँ तक कि इस हद तक कि हम अपने माँ बाप के सामने कुछ हैं,
हाँ बिल्कुल.
दोस्तों के सामने
बिल्कुल.
कुछ
कुछ
हैं.
हैं.
ठीक है, we even at home where we should be the most comfortable and
The most
us,
authentic self.
most
ना?
authentic self हम नहीं बन सकते क्योंकि वो बाप कहेगा तुम सिगरेट क्यों पी रहे हो, ये तुमने क्या पहना हुआ है, उधर क्यों जा रहे हो, ये दोस्त.
देखो बाप बहन माँ या जो आपके बच्चे हैं ना उनके साथ तो आपके कुछ चलो कंस्ट्रेंट्स आ जाते हैं. लोग यहाँ अपनी बीवियों के साथ नहीं होते.
हाँ,
आई नो लॉट ऑफ पीपल उनकी बीवियों को पता ही नहीं कि उनका हस्बैंड शराब पीता
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल.
एंड दे आर सो गुड. समटाइम्स आई फील कि यार कैसे
At
नहीं पता
lying.
चलता. आई मीन
At lying and
they are lying and they are blind.
बिल्कुल.
Both. I mean, how can
But you know, it's a lot to do with frequency. If a country has a certain frequency, a collective consciousness, then everyone gets locked into that consciousness.
Very true.
You see, and when you get out of the matrix, people, a lot of people like who become very aware, realize कि ये नहीं करना. It's not. मेरे अंदर कभी था ही नहीं है. मैं कर ही नहीं सकती थी. Maybe I grew up in the West. I don't know. But I believe that collective, when you keep impressing the same kind of thought, okay, duality. This is duality, na?
yes.
You're not in one. You're not in your one self. So if you're in duality, then obviously you're going to be, whether you're with your wife, whether with your child, whether 90% of that collective consciousness exists in Pakistan. It's a very dense energy.
It is.
I think it exists everywhere, but the frequency is different no matter where it is.
Yeah.
And it really is up to us as individuals to raise that consciousness by educating ourselves more, to
Yeah.
be more tolerant, to learn more, to be more
But I
open.
think the West may, because more, this is, again, I'm talking by experience, there's still a sense of let be, right? And this is because I've lived abroad and I've lived in Pakistan, that whatever you're doing out there in the world, no one's looking at you. No one's really telling you, "Ye kya kar rahe ho?" But if you're doing it here, you are scrutinized every second,
True. Very
all
true.
the time, especially if you're a woman. It's even
Only, I think,
more
only,
so.
more-
Even
yeah.
more so.
Yeah.
Even more so.
Yeah.
But even, I'm saying, if you're different, you go out on the street as a normal person, you'll be seen differently.
Yeah, I mean, I experienced that.
Yeah? So it's that.
People are mostly interested in others' business here.
But I also think that we have a lot of confusion within our upbringing of our values. देखो ना, अगर इस्लाम की हम बात कर रहे हैं तो हम किसको फॉलो कर रहे हैं? What Islam are we following? We have not had a
There's
proper,
so many now that you can't even choose one.
you know,
It's hard.
who are we following?
Very true.
And there's no education, there's no spiritual education. If there's just rigid Islamic education, there also has to be an understanding of the essence, which is the spirituality of the religion, which we don't have.
Not at all.
That's why people have become so rigid
Most
and
of
hard.
these madrasas, all these kids over there who like वो जो हिफ्स करते हैं कुरान, मगर उनको
तोते की तरह.
हाँ वो हिफ्स किया होता है.
So the knowledge,
नहीं, because उन्होंने translation ही नहीं पढ़ा
awareness नहीं
उसका.
है.
And they brag about how they're hafiz and all that stuff without knowing anything.
So it's important, I think, to have that layer of awareness of what you, because then, Pakistan unfortunately has been taken over by military each time.
Yeah.
We've never been able to establish a proper democratic government. We've never been able to have political thought or growth. But then I know there's so many more powers that are involved in that. It's not just us as a country. There's so much more happening. Geographically, the way we're positioned as a country, जिस खित्ते में जो ज़ख़ीरे हमारे पास हैं, resources. So I think, we are a target even as a country. Then apart from the kind of knowledge that has come into the country, the kind of The Maulvis have hijacked us all.
Traditions and cultures
Traditions
and
and
things are also holding us back.
Yeah, because a lot of the culture, like if you go up north, I mean, ये जो सूद करते हैं पठान्स वगैरह का, and I'm not judging anyone, but again it's not Islam मना करता, मगर वो करते हैं. So I think it's all customs, it's all cultural, it's all customs, it's not even religion.
सब कॉन्टिनेंट में जो रिलीजन आया ना वो यूजुअली यहाँ पर जो डिफरेंट सेंट्स आए हैं वो लेकर आए हैं, तो वो
Well, I think they
अब
brought
वो
in the love and the
या और वो टाइम टू टाइम जिस एरिया में गए उस एरिया में जो बहुत सारे ऐसी उनकी प्रैक्टिसेस थी ना जिससे उनको लगता था कि अगर हम हटाएंगे तो वो शायद इस्लाम में नहीं आएंगी, तो उन्होंने उसको अलाउ कर दिया. तो इवन दिस गुजरात साइड के जो मुसलमान हैं इंडिया पे, वो उनका यही बिलीव है कि सूद हराम नहीं है. सेम विद इन आवर नॉर्थ एरियाज, पठान
Yeah.
हमारे करते हैं.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Khayali Dialogue. Please subscribe, like, and share our videos so we can grow and we can bring more amazing guests for you and for us. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.